First 10 minutes, the one thing that really hurt us defensively was we're just too stretched out. In other words, we're not keeping it compact enough. Our rule tonight with that team was to be no further than one step beyond the three-point line. We kept getting stretched. That makes it so much more spacing for them, and then they're carving us up. And they're a good Division II team. I mean, I told the team yesterday, when we schedule this game, I told Michael Moynihan, who he and Ernie worked with me on scheduling as assistants, ops and assistant, that I want to get the best team we can get as a Division II team. I mean, they don't allow us to play like that. The Nebraska game was the best because it's a Division I team. I mean, I propose right now we are allowed to play, exhibitions against Division I's. I mean, why not? But in any event, we got more compact. We got better. I thought that Nick gave us great minutes off the bench today. I thought Lamar, you can see Lamar now getting in better condition. Now, what I love about Lamar this week, he ran a mile on his own by himself, showing initiative at 8 a.m. in the morning, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I think Thursday. I mean, 4 days in a row. He's running on his own. I'm like, I got to get in better shape. He's doing it on his own. Like the trainers, what are you doing, Lamar? You're all sweaty. It's 8 a.m. I love that. That really made me excited. I thought Eli gave us great minutes in both halves. Eli Wright, was very good today for us, especially in the first half. Nick had an excellent game. Q, was outstanding. I thought he got a little win. And again, Q tweaked his ankle. We've had 2 injuries on the last play of the practice. Actually, in Abdul's case, it was sprinting in the last sprint of practice. I mean, it's like unbelievable. But our guys played hard. I thought that EJ gave us good minutes again off the bench. And it was fouling too much, though. I mean, look, we had, way too many fouls. We had 6 fouls in the first 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Just can't do that. We got to play without fouling. That was one of our mantras going into the season. Something I just got to continue to emphasize: to play without fouling. Questions?
What do you think changed offensively after that first 2 minutes? Did it lead off the defense?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. I thought Tyson had a couple dig outs where Tyson made a couple great rotations, and I told him after the game, his shot wasn't going tonight, but he did other things to make us successful. And that's what you got to do as a player. You got to find other ways to make your team win when you are a shooter. And he was just flat today. I mean, we were 28 for 42 inside of 3, 6 for 24 outside of 3. And, some of those threes that we missed are good shots. We just missed them. A number of them. I mean, Tyson's 1 for 9. I don't ever expect him to be 1-9 again. And I'm glad with the exhibition game.
Those first 10 minutes, do you just attribute that to a new team playing together still early?
No, I explained what I think the big thing was our mistakes defensively being way too extended out. And I thought the matchups were tough for some of our bigs, Schneider in particular, because they're guarding 2, 3 men, really, that are playing 4 and 5. Body was. Number 10's a good player. By the way, this is a really good team that we played tonight in West Florida. They were missing their starting point guard, who's a really good player. He's up there in crutches. We studied a lot of film on him. The guy's good. They have another guy that's out till second semester, a great shooter, because he only has 1 semester left to play somehow. I don't know how that works. But, they're good. And they had another guy who got a concussion in their last game, their only game that they played coming in here.
We saw a lot of different combinations with the guards today. How will you divide those minutes up between those guys?
Hey, we're playing as hard as we can. We just keep playing. And you're seeing Zay's playing minutes at the 4. Let's see, Zay, Eric, and Keyshawn all had 3 fouls in the first half. Keyshawn fouled out in 8 minutes. Schneider fouled out in 12 minutes. And Datcher fouled out in 16 minutes. We got to do a better job playing without fouling, and and I'll tell you what, it makes us better having Zay being able to play and he got in foul trouble. But you know he's going to be fine. And I, you know, he played 20. We could have played him more minutes, but I wasn't playing him the last 6-7 minutes up 30. It didn't make any sense.
On those guard combinations, do you want to reach a point where you have kind of a set rotation with them, or do you like kind of not improvising, but just kind of flowing?
Well, we kind of had it today a little bit. But, you know, it's yeah. We're going to rotate. We're going to get in better shape. We're going to keep guys fresh. We're going to play hard. I mean, we have 6 really good perimeter players, which I've talked about in the company before the season began. And we got to find ways to get those 6 guys on the floor as much as possible. That's our strength. Now, matchups are hard sometimes. That's why we like this week. We have not done nearly enough work on our press back to a zone. It was like zilch because, again, as Greg texted me this morning, he said, "Coach, we're one of 5 teams in the country that doesn't have a senior in Division I. That means there's 347 teams that have at least one senior, and there's 5 that don't. And we're one of those 5. And it's still, I got to keep reminding myself how young we are. And so, you know, teaching, you know, takes time. We're getting better. I mean, this was a positive step. You know, Texas Tech was great against us. I can't even talk about it. I don't think I can discuss that. I can. I want to make sure. If I broke the rule, it's his fault. But they are really good. They carved us up. And the one thing we learned as a team is that we were shooting so quick that we were, and I thought our defense was so much better in that game to start the game than it was today. And was really good. But we kept burping up quick shots. They had the ball 22 minutes. We had 18 minutes. They're a tournament team. I'll tell you, our preseason, having that extra game with Nebraska was great for this team. Really good. Really good for us, this young team. And this was really important. And to get 2 very good, I think, very good, you know, high major opponents out of the exhibition deal, you know, scrimmage, exhibition, same thing. It was just a straight game we played them. It was great for us because we're learning as we're going. And these guys, you know, are doing a great job. I'm really, really excited about our team. And, you know, an update on Abdul. I mean, he was out on the track today. He's running. But, you know, as we research more the quad. I mean, the quad is a very, you know, thing, a very tenuous thing that you've got to take your time. We're not going to shove him in there before he's ready. And again, it's a great feeling to know that he hasn't even played a minute yet. He hasn't played a second in any of these 3 games. And again, I want to repeat again, I love him, okay? Because he brings, you know, heart, energy, toughness, defense, rebound, block shots, athleticism. Can't wait for you guys to see him.
When do you think he will be able to go full practice?
I have no, you know, I'm not going to even speculate. But not for another, you know, who knows, week, 5 days, 6, I don't know. You know, if he plays in the opener, it'll be very tenuous.
But even full contact practice?
Right. It's just, you know, I got to talk to my trainer. It's like, you know, he's a hospital physician, you know. I mean, talk to our and we got a lot of, our doctors are great. Our support is great. So.
How do you feel about the depth behind him? How do you feel about the guys behind him?
Well, you know, as soon as we get him back, and all of a sudden we got a 3-headed monster in there, and we're going to need him the way we foul. You know, we're going to need all those fouls. But yeah, that really increases our depth. You know who had the best minutes that he's had by far, and Nick grew today as a player. His minutes were the best he's had, but the other guy had the best minutes by far this year for him was Eric Holman. And Eric, you know, I've been just about motor, playing hard as you can every second you're in there. And there was a second half stanza where he really played well. And he played well. I mean, I'd love to see a book. It was like a 5 or 6 minute stretch. He was really good at both ends of the floor. I was really excited about that. That was big for us. He had a good. He and Nick were both really good, and it was by far of the 3 games the best they played. and we want to carry that growth and momentum into next game.